Good day, everybody. Welcome to Maths with Casting. Today, let's have a look at question 4, November 2020. This question has to do with the number patterns, arithmetic sequence, and sigma notation. We have got question 4.1 up until 4.4. Okay, let's go ahead as we continue with our series of revising with past papers from 2022 until that of 2020. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with 4.1. Let's start with 4.1. Okay, 4.1, it says consider the linear pattern of 5, 7, 9. And then first question there, it says determine the 51th term. Okay. All right. So we're going to come here and say 4.1. Okay. We need to first check which arithmetic sequence, which sequence is this one rather. If we say 5 minus 7 minus 5 give us 2, and therefore 9 minus 7 will give us 2 as well. So therefore this will be arithmetic series. So in arithmetic series, we know the general formula of arithmetic sequence is given by Tn. It is there on the formula sheet. A plus n minus 1 times d, right? So in this sequence, our A is going to be 5, our D is going to be 2. Therefore, they are asking us to find the n of 51. All right. So therefore, we can substitute this in our formula. T51 is equal to 5, which is our A. 5 plus 51 minus 1, 2, which is our difference in the brackets. If we were to punch this in your calculator, let me punch in my calculator. Let me see. I'm going to be having 105. Okay, so T51, it's 105 for this sequence that is given here in this case, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and calculate 4.2. The question in 4.2 is asking us calculate the sum of the first 51th term. Okay, so we know for arithmetic sequence the sum is Sn on our formula sheet, n over 2 in brackets. You are going to get 2a plus close bracket n minus 1 d close bracket. Okay, so therefore sum of the first 51 terms, n is going to be 51. We know what is n. Close bracket 2, a, it's 5, and therefore plus 51 minus 1 close bracket, and therefore our d is 2. Okay, close bracket, there you go. Therefore S51, we put this in our calculator, we should be able to get the sum here. And therefore punch in your calculator. Be careful while you press your calculator, guys. You don't want to make a mistake. It gives us 2805 as well. Okay, so that's how you will deal with 4.1 and 4.2. So let's go ahead to 4.3 and 4.4. Okay, 4.3, it says there, write down the expansion of 5,000 sigma when n is equal to 1, 2n plus 3. Show only the first 3 terms and the last term of the expansion. All right. Okay, so that's 4.3. 4.3, they are asking us to do the expansion of this sigma notation given here. 5,000, n is equal to 1, therefore n plus 2n plus 3. Okay, so they are asking us to do the first term T1. I'm gonna do like this here. T1, you're gonna get it when n is equal to 1, plus let's see, T2. Okay, T2, we are gonna get it as well when t is equal to 2, plus 3. Therefore, you come here at the bottom is going to be 2 times 3 plus this is T3 plus 3. Okay, so therefore, all in all, they said they must also find the last term, 2, 5,000 close bracket plus 3. Okay, so all in all, when you simplify this, you should be able to get 5 plus, let me check, because this is an expansion of sigma notation refers to the sum. Therefore, that's why I'm putting a plus there. And then you can go ahead, and when you say plus, it's going to give us 7 plus 9, and therefore plus dot 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 dot. And then the sum here, the last term would be 1,000, yeah, 10,000 rather, and 3. Okay, and that's how you would expand this one for 1 mark. It makes sense. Now let's come to 4.4. 4.4, it's saying here, hence otherwise calculate sigma 5,000 where n is equal to 1, and then n plus 3, and then plus sigma 49999 n is equals to 1, and then minus 2n minus 1. Okay, great. So now the best thing to do here, guys, you must don't get confused when you see something like this and then you start panicking. The best thing to do is to go to the basics, go back to the basics. Okay, so you would say, okay, from this sigma, the one we just did now, let's find the sum, because as far as you know, this is referring to the sum. Okay, sum at 5,000 plus sum at 4,999. Okay, so let's rather look for this one first, and then we'll come and add it. Okay, so we know the formula from our formula sheet. Sn is equals to n divided by 2 close bracket 2a plus n minus 1 d close bracket. Okay, therefore you're going to say Sn 5123 is equal to 5,000 divided by 2 close bracket 2a. What is a? A is 5 close bracket plus 5,000 minus 1 close bracket, d is 2. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this, punch this in our calculator. Going to need some time to punch it, guys. Let me punch it and see how much I'm gonna get. When you punch it out, you should be able to get, if I'm not making a mistake, 25 0 2 0 1 2 3 zeros. Okay, all right, but we're not done yet because the question is asking us to add these two. Okay, so now we need to find this one now. All right, so we need to come here and you need to deal with this one here. Sum 4,999 n is equal to 1 in bracket minus 2n minus 1. Okay, so therefore here what we need to do is to find the first term when n is equal to 1. We're going to have minus 3 plus, and then when n is equal to 2, we're going to have minus 2 plus, and therefore when n is equal to 3, when you punch in your calculator, you're going to have minus 7. So our terms are minus 3, minus 2, minus 7. Okay, great stuff. So now we're looking good. Our first term, therefore it means our first term is equal to minus 3, which is that one, and therefore the difference between the terms, we're gonna say minus 2 into minus into minus 3. So the difference is minus 2, which oh, sorry, I made a mistake here. Okay, now I see. When n is equal to 2, the difference here it's minus 5. Okay, so I made a mistake here. The difference here is minus 5. It's not this one, but minus 5. Okay, please have a look at there, guys. Please check my calculation. I know you guys have got calculators there, so please just double check what I'm doing. Okay, so the answer there, the difference, minus 5 into minus 3, therefore you are left with minus 2. as the difference. Okay, and we know the number of terms is 4,999. Okay, now let's come ahead into our formula Sn. I'm not going to write it here, so it's here. So we're just substituting it here as it is. S4999 is equal to 4,999 all over 2, close bracket, 2. A is how much? A is minus 3 plus n 4,999 minus 1, close bracket, and then for D it's equal to minus 2. Therefore, you have a square bracket there. Punch this in our calculator. Let's see how much we're gonna get. Okay, let me just put this into my calculator. It's giving me minus 24,999. Okay, so the question asks us to find S 5,000 plus S 4,999. Okay, therefore we know what is S 5,000 is 25,020,123 minus 24,999 and another 999. Okay, therefore all in all this gives us a sum of 20,001. Okay, and that's how you would deal with a question like this one. Very, very interesting question on sigma notation. Please take note and stay tuned to our channel, and we'll see you on the next upload where we'll be doing question for November 2020. See you then.